Good evening. This is Chef Jane.
And here we are in Chef Jane's kitchen again. Welcome everyone. I know it's been a little while, but I'm very, very happy to be joining you today to show you a very simple and yummy, delicious, healthy Mediterranean appetizer. We're going to do an appetizer today because it's that time of year when a lot of parties are being given and hors d'oeuvres are a mainstay in a gathering of celebration. Celebrate the different ethnicity, cultures of eatery. And the eatery I have chosen today as an appetizer is Mediterranean meatballs, served with, which is more on a Greek side, served with pita bread, freshly made tzatziki, and I will explain tzatziki, and also freshly made hummus dip. This is a great little appetizer or an hors d'oeuvre for a pre-starter to a holiday party. And you can make very many different appetizers to go along with this. It's very versatile and very health conscious minded. What I do is that I take I take 2 pounds, 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of fresh. I combine, because it gives it much body and much flavor, I combine chicken breast, ground meat and turkey meat, which a lot of people are more health conscious than your typical ground beef meatballs. And what I add in there is fresh spinach. I already have it all prepared, but I'm going to show you how to make this as an hors d'oeuvre with rolling them as meatballs. Then the seasoning you want to put in here, I use salt, pepper. You can add in there your variants of different seasonings and spices. I normally add a little red pepper to give it a little pick-me-up flavor. In here is also finely diced chopped up mint, which gives it a little, on the Greek side, you know, they use a lot of the different herbs and that kind of seasonal culinary making. So I have mint in here. I have also feta cheese, which is very Mediterranean, to keep the meatball nice and bound together and gives it a nice little salt bite flavor to the blandness of the ground chicken and turkey. Putting it all together with an egg to make it, to bind it, and then also breadcrumbs or panko crumbs if you'd like to use that. It's whatever desired crumbs you would have that are available. So just to give you the idea of how you can proceed to do this, I'm making the meatballs now into little ground balls. And I will roll the meat and mix them all together. Everything is nicely combined. This can be a finger food served on a platter with little picks that you can pick up with, or it can be displayed on a platter with the meatballs and the pita bread slices on the side, and then a dip of both hummus and tzatziki to put your meatball either in the pita bread pocket on top of it, but dip it with the 2 different dips. Now let me explain to you after what the dips are involved after I make the meatballs. So we will take some meat and roll it as so to make nice little bite-size handful. If you're going to roll it as the appetizer, which I explained, these are meatballs the size of the palm of your hand. Put it in your saucepan and you lightly cook it till it's caramelized brown. It's sort of like making a falafel. Falafel is also another appetizer that's made with whole grain. It doesn't have any meat in it. But today I chose to make it a little more on the higher protein level by using chicken and turkey, which adds a nice balanced out flavor to the meatball. And the spinach and the feta cheese, everything is all combined with your seasoning. One and a half to 2 pounds of combined chicken and turkey meat would make you about a good size like this, 8 to 10 meatballs, which if you're serving 4 to 6 people, they'll get 1 each, and of course the accompaniment with the dip and the pita bread. So we're going to put them in the saucepan and make sure they're nicely well cooked, because as I have specified, I'm using raw ground meat. So we let this cook flat in a saute pan for approximately on a medium to high heat. We let it cook for approximately 7 to 10 minutes to make sure the meat is thoroughly cooked through. So there is your product in your saute pan, and you want to roll them around a little bit so they even.
For how many minutes?
7 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And you want to roll them around a little bit so that they get a nice even surface in the saute pan. Here I am again, crowd. We have left them on the stove top between 4 minutes, between 3 to 4 minutes. They're almost halfway cooked. But wanted to show you the process of how we are coming down to the bottom line of seeing these little wonderful appetizer critters. Anyway, I have chosen to cover them, which seals the flavor in the meat and also gives more contact from the heat from the stove, more contact to the heat element. So we have flipped them over, and as you can see here, they're nicely evenly laid in the saute pan, and they are becoming caramelized brown. They're cooking on the other side, and I will continue to cover them, which keeps them the sealed flavor, as I said, and also cook a little more evenly. So you need to flip them over after about 3 to 4 minutes. And now, as you can see, the other side needs to be as equally cooked, caramelized, as they say, browned. So another 3 to 4 minutes for these little babies. And then we'll start assembling our nice little appetizer platter. So that's the start, which is very, very simple, to a Mediterranean hors d'oeuvre appetizer. And it should be done in about 3 minutes or so. Thank you.